Morning, guys. I'm Rafael Pozas. I'm a general contractor, real estate developer. I'm the owner of Plus Höme Housing Solutions and Age 09 Development. Today, I'm not going to talk about ADUs. We're in a network group, and relationships is very important. So I want to talk about myself, something that most of you don't know about it yet. Because we're here speaking every once in a while, and I don't like repetition, so we know what we're going to talk about. So try to bring something new. Some of you know that I'm also an M.B.A. professor, and I'm going to tell the story how I became an M.B.A. professor and how is this connect with my work as a builder. I am a second-generation builder. My father started a real estate development company back in the 70s, late 60s, early 70s. And I was the only guy that interested in following his steps. And I started to work with him. But as you know, father and son relationship, sometimes it's not easy, especially when the father want to keep the control and when the son is very immature. That was the case. So, but I learned a lot in my first years, and after that, and when I asked him, you know, as a real kid, oh, what I'm going to do with the construction company, and then he told me, you don't have to be an engineer. You need to understand the business. You can hire engineers to work for you. So okay, I listened to that, and okay, and then when I finished high school, I immediately, because I liked English, United States, rock, surf, so it's kind of what was going on in my mind. And then I enrolled in international management business at in college. And then I did, while I was working in a family business, I studied doing the international management business. And then when we started to have the fights in the office, I said, okay, I'm going to finish the college and I'm going to pursue my career as an international tradesman, you know, like buy and sell international merchandise and service. So that's what I did. And that's why I ended up coming here, because I was working in the construction and I didn't know a lot. I didn't know about the international sales. I decided to, you know what, I'm going to finish the college and I'm going to move to the United States and learn from experience. And that's what I did in 2001. I lived here 2001, 2002, 2003, doing a lot of trying to set up business here, selling organic rice, selling Brazilian products to American market. And especially one that was successful, the granite countertops. I was importing granite countertops with the edges already made, like a prefab, and installing in San Diego. But the plan was to do wholesale, but nobody wanted to do wholesale with a guy like me, small, with no technical assistant for breakage or stuff like that. So I ended up doing retail, but I wasn't prepared for retail. You need to have something like this to do retail. You need to have a lot of other products from all over the world. I only carry Brazilian products, granted. So back down 3 years out of country, my father invited me to be a partner in the company, like half and half, to build a high-rise residential building in our house. We had a land very well located, and then I decided to come back. I was here. I need to invest a lot to do retail instead of wholesale. No, you know what? I'm going to come back. It's time to come back. And then I did. When I arrived there, I met one of my professors from university, and I told about the experience I had here in international business, the cultural differences, all the problems that a South America guy deal when doing business in the United States. And then he invited me, do you want to talk for the students about your experience? Yeah, for sure, pleasure. It's a way to give back what I got from the university. And then I prepared a presentation about United States, and I like to talk about it. And then he invite for more and more and more. And then, okay, let's, and still I was working with the building. We're building this high rise there, the 15 floors building. And then I decided to do the master degree, because if you want to be a professor, you need to do master degree. You need to have a master degree. And then I did that. It was very hard for me because I'm not a how can I say that? I was the one enjoying life more than study when I was a kid. So study for me was super hard. So when you do master degree, oh my gosh, I can't do it. I can't. So I study a lot, and finally I got the spot. And then I researched about how cultural difference impact in doing business between America, Brazil, and United States. That was the main subject of my dissertation. So I interview people, collect data. I did all my masters in that. So if you guys wanted to do business with other culture, I have plenty of material how to create empathy with people based on their ethnicity or stuff like that. It's very helpful too. So, and I have that because I did. Anyways, so the business with my father started to grow. We had another project to go, and I started to work with to give classes some of the main colleges in area, and one college university, a national university, a bigger one, invited me to teach there, but real estate, not international business. So and it was a very good opportunity, but I need to travel all over Brazil, and Brazil, like United States, it's a big country. Imagine you have to give have classes from Thursday to Sunday in Florida. So that's kind of the work that I do. So I take the plane. I took the plane Thursday morning, and then I flew to Florida. Classes Thursday night, Friday the whole day, Saturday the whole day, come back on Sunday. Paid really well, but I travel all over Brazil. And my father, working in the company, you waste your time doing this. You have to stay with the business here. We have things going on here. Why are you doing teaching in another state? Come on, we have to, okay. And I keep doing. And then I one day, this university, because this university, Fundação Getúlio Vargas, is the main university in Brazil, had a good connection with University of Southern California. And they had a program, a real estate program. But this university, I'm not sure you're familiar with the university as general. They have these connections, but more in entity side, that nothing happened. They have the connections, they have the agreements, but what the person who the people who really make it happen are the professors and the people in I'm not sure if you understood, but they have these agreements, formal agreements between universities. But if the professors, the directors don't work to make it happen, training, that nothing happens. So it's and my boss, the guy that I was work for this university in Brazil, they invite me to come here to participate to a real estate program only for professors as a test, a sample of the program. So I came here 2014 with a group of other professors for this real estate program in Los Angeles. I knew that I wanted to come back here, to live here. So I think could be a good opportunity. So I did. The program was super nice. The program is about real estate, the housing crisis in Los Angeles, and the impact for Brazil. So the idea is to what happened here, the shortage of housing, people living far from the jobs, the price, the cost to live close to the jobs, the density, all these traffic problems, issues, all these things that surround the real estate, what's happening here and what's happening in Brazil, and how we can give solutions for those problems. Basically, that was the idea. And I learned that most of the real estate problems and traffic problems are super common with the cities around the world, no matter the nationality or we have the same problems anyway. But and then me and my boss and I decided to, okay, this is a good program, let's continue. So we start to sell this program to real estate developers in Brazil. Come to USC with the FGV, the university from Brazil, to spend a week here and continue that. So we did two groups, 2016 and 2017. But the university somehow didn't show interest in continue. And because it was a big university, there was a lot of bureaucracy. We were making happen, but it was very difficult. And for us, it was a good selling point, the name of the university in Brazil, because the university had all the students having classes. So we just approached with our program and everybody come. But in the reality, the program was not ours. We worked for the university. And then one day, we're trying to do the third group. The university in Brazil still putting a lot of obstacles, the price high. Basically, each student pay $6,000 for a week here, just for the program. USC, you all know, it's a private university. It's expensive. And we try always to lower the cost to bring more people, but it was super hard to negotiate. And one day I was super upset with that. I was already living here, and I told the guys, are you in or are you out? We have to continue. We want to continue with that. And I did all the work here for the site visits. I was doing all the work here in Los Angeles with the group. So I really want to continue that. And finally, I got the answer that no, we don't want to continue with the program. So I took my car here. I set up a meeting with the directors in USC and said, I have a good news and a bad news. The bad news that FGV doesn't want to continue to do the training, but the good news, I want to do it myself. Because I believe in this product, I think it's a super nice thing. And I was super happy because no, it's yours. So I signed a 4-year contract with USC. But after signing the contract and leave the university, oh my gosh, I have to bring people here. It's on me now, right? Not. And we did 2019. We did the first group. Super hard to sell, but we did it. I think we had 14, 15 guys here. Paul was there. I invite Paul.
The experience when you're done.
Yeah, and also Paula from Habitat for Humanity host the group here. I brought the guys here to know the work. So I tried to set up all the visits and cool visits to be attractive. And I have a video. For sure, the USC connection wrote good reference letters for my visa, which is a special visa to work here, which is a big thing for a guy that's coming from another country. This for sure was a good thing, the letters. Also, when I start teaching about real estate, I had to study a lot about real estate. And when you study, you learn, and you're doing it at the same time. So I think the knowledge is super important for your work. And the third thing is about the credibility. I noticed when I was teaching in Brazil for the FGV, I was doing developments, real estate developments, and we're selling apartments. And when a customer approached and asked about my background, and I told that I'm a professor from one of the biggest universities, I think that gives credibility for your business. You're not an adventure guy that doing the real estate development. I think it helped. And I think it's helped the same way when I mentioned the USC connection here. I think it gives the same credibility for my business here. So I think I'm a hands-on guy. I like to I'm not an academic guy, but this connection, I think it helps to do my work.
Well done. I had a chance to go see it. Rafael had joined VTN and we got to know each other. And decades ago, I got a business degree out of there. So for me to go back, watch what you put together, and just to go walk around, it was something.
Revival moment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I remember Paul, and I didn't know that. It was super coincidence.
Yeah. So anyway, but to see what you did and put together, and then COVID hit the next year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Holy smokes.
That's why, anyway.
All right.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good job.